Good evening, I'm Alice Gaynor.
Welcome back to the broadcast. I'm Christine Johnson. Recapping now our breaking news that we brought you at the top of the hour. Happening in upstate New York. The FBI has shot and killed one of the two convicted murderers who escaped from an upstate prison 3 weeks ago.
Take a look at this new cell phone video into the CBS 2 newsroom. Police racing through a busy intersection in the town of Malone moments after reports of an attempted carjacking. CBS News correspondent Anna Werner has been following this story for weeks, 3 weeks now. She's live on the scene with new information from investigators. Anna.
Yes, good afternoon. In fact, you talk about police racing through the village of Malone. That's where I started, following police down this road. We're a few miles south of Malone, where a roadblock has been set up. More police heading to the scene as we speak here. There's a roadblock here because we understand a few miles south of here, a couple, 2-3 miles, is where fugitives Richard Matt and David Sweat, according to sources, tried to carjack a vehicle with a shotgun, and Richard Matt wound up shot and killed. State police have confirmed that he is dead. Our sources tell us there is an active pursuit at this time of David Sweat. So this police activity very much happening right at this moment. Behind me, you may see people clustered. That is because people who've been coming south on this road have been told they can go no further, and police have been pulling them off to the side and telling them to wait over here. They've basically been waiting in their cars this afternoon. But again, we understand that the way this came about was sources tell us that a man who owns a hunting cabin noticed a liquor bottle that had been spilled over inside his cabin, called police, and that is how this sequence of events transpired. We don't know, but it could be surmised that they had tried to escape and then carjack the vehicle, and that is how this all happened. But we're still waiting to confirm the details of the exact sequence of events. But what we can tell you, fugitive Richard Matt, according to state police, has been shot and killed, and our sources say there's an active pursuit underway for the other fugitive, these two men who broke out of the prison back on June 5th and June 6th. They're still looking for David Sweat. Alice and Christine?
We do understand that given the new evidence, some of those items that were found in that cabin, that the dogs have been able to pick up a new scent for David Sweat. Have you been hearing that there? And that's obviously a hopeful lead.
Well, if that is true, it is a hopeful lead. Obviously, it's going to be more difficult for one escapee on their own at this point. You know, trying to escape, I would think, both the dogs and the police.
Absolutely. And I know that Malone is located a little bit northwest of Owl's Head, where you were earlier in the week. And I know that some of the residents there in Owl's Head, when they were searching in that area, were told that they should stay home if they didn't have any, you know, major errands or any other issues that were going on. Are residents there in Malone being told the same thing?
Well, we have not been told what residents in that exact area are being told, but I would imagine that if you're a resident in that neighborhood, that would be a good idea. I know police have told people to keep their doors locked, keep themselves protected while one of these events is underway. And certainly, you know, if there are shots being fired, police are chasing this man and he's trying to flee, that could mean more shots being fired. You would want to stay inside and be protected. That's one of the reasons why none of these residents can go any further here. That's for safety reasons. Police don't want anyone else driving south somehow winding up in the middle of this melee.
Absolutely. Anna Werner reporting for us from Malone, New York, with the very latest on the search for these escaped prisoners, one still on the run. Keep you updated. In the meantime,